Sunday night. I got 53065. Remember this trailer. Well, you can see where got the red lights. How that works. It's looking pretty good. See if I can back out. So you can see the look of it at nighttime. The night owls that come out. So you can see that kind of look. Got the fog lights. It's looking pretty good. Need more chicken lights on the side, like I did with the blue. I'll show you all that. It's all about my fall projects. But I gotta go down to Southern Illinois. It looks like a 6.5 hour drive. I already wiped the rims down and dressed it. It was pretty well neglected. But they got one of these bolt seals, so I went and got one of those bolt cutters, so I don't have to worry about trying to find bolt cutters to get that off. Well, it looks like I'm ready to go. Sounds like one of these air is trying to fill up, but you can hear it trying to fill up. But I bumped the tires and they seemed to be filled up. Wasn't any flats, but it might be a slow one. And those are automatic air tire. What do you call them? Where they fill them up. We'll see how that works out. Back on the road again. We'll see what kind of week this will be. Hoping I get some long haul out of it. Alright, I got to unhook here. This is Central and then IAL. It's a little different. But I got to drop this trailer off and go right into the bobtail parking area. That should be alright. It's all about the old days where the trailers were much smaller, so they don't really have any problems before, but once we went longer, then you gotta disconnect. Went through some rain up by Bloomington. Other than that, I got out of there and head south. Got here about 7 in the morning and they open at 8. I have a 9 o'clock appointment. That's all done. Did it one-handed. Tanks are a little bit dirty. I'm just parking right over there. Alright, bobtail area. Alright, that's the bobtail area, I take it. I'll make sure I'm square. Looking good. Just waiting patiently and see what kind of backhaul I get. It's never ending. But this is down way south. Wonder where they'll send me because of the backhaul. But I will wait patiently and see if I can get a good picture stop for you guys. Oh, that got too big. Got to back up really much. There you go. Alright. Alright, let's just wait now until they call me. Okay, I'm in Champaign, Illinois. I gotta pick up this load. and take it to liquid waste management in Watertown. It must be all expired stuff here. This is craft processing plant here. It's a big plant, but I just went up north on 57 and came here to Champaign. But that's it. I only got about a half an hour left on my logs. If I do a 2 hour, which they'll load me in a half an hour, I can get about 2 hours left, but don't look like it. So I'll probably hit a rest area and wait 10 hours and then get back to Wisconsin. Oh, I got to this rest area. Now's the time to look at this tire. It was about 2 in the morning. I stopped at Rochelle to fill up and I bumped this tire here and it was pretty low. It didn't sound like the other ones. So I filled it up. I pulled my air lines out and filled it up. Now I'm done for the day. I gotta look and see. And sure enough, I got this puncture here. And this puncture, you can see where it bubbles up. It's bubbling up pretty good. See, it's got a hole right here. But it's a little one. So I gotta go ahead and put a plug in this one. It's got 2 different holes in it. I'm hoping that I can get in there. Without opening it up anymore. But it's all about getting this plug out. I'm using one, and I'll use rubber cement, and I'll go ahead and get that all done and push that in there. The puncture itself is very small, and I can't get that plug in, so you use this. You actually brush the edges with rubber cement, so it's more of a lubricant before it dries, and then you can find the hole and push it in and then ream it out. So you can see I backed up a lot just to get to this area so I can put some more leverage on it. But you can see what I gotta do with this one, reaming it out, opening it up so I can get the patch in there. Alright, this is what I did. I pushed it all the way in by moving that. Put rubber cement in it, and then I pulled that one out and I put this one in right away. Now I'm just turning it clockwise while I'm pushing down, and it's slowly going in all the way to the edge. So once you push it all the way down to the edge, you can see that all I have to do is hold that plug in and pull it out and then trim it and then wait. When I wake up after 10 hours, it'll be all dry. But the main thing is getting the airlines out and filling this up, at least checking to see how low it is. After you pull it out, you'll see what kind of stem you have. You leave it like that till at least an hour for the rubber cement to dry. I'll wait longer than that. And that way you're not messing anything up, you're letting it cure. Once it's done, then you trim that off. Just get a sharp knife or razor blade, and you take that stem right off. Well, you double check to make sure it's not leaking. It'll bubble and start popping through the rubber cement. That's how you insert a plug. And I'll check the air to see what I got. Normally when it's flat, it's easier to push in. But you want to leave it about 60 pounds until it's all dry, and then you put 100 pounds back in. but I'm pretty sure it's about 80 pounds right now. It was a very slow leak, and I filled it up this morning. You can see that's the tools you need when it comes to these plug and the rubber cement. It's important to have this when you're on the road so you don't get stuck. Plus the air lines that go on your glad hands on the trailer, you put air in that, and then you got the hoses that will reach to all the tires so you fill them up. That way you're not hiring anybody to come out and fix it. You can do it on your own. It takes about 15 minutes and you're back with the headache off. About an hour and then you're back on the road again. Okay, I just checked all the tires and I put extensions on the ones on the back. The extensions, I don't know if you can see that. Get the light out of the way so you can see that. That extension is where you don't have to unscrew it. All you do is just put your gauge on it. But those are really nice extensions, and they have short ones and long ones. That's a long one. And that way you can check your air without taking the cap off. It's very hard in these positions. So the short ones go on the fronts and the backs of the long ones here. That way you just take the hubcap off and then you could just easily check the tire. But I put them all on all of them, all four. This is my work. I just got done cutting it, as you can see. And the rubber cement's pretty well dry now on the outside. And I'm just waiting for an hour, and then I'll put 110 pounds. Looks like the others are 110. But once it cools down, it'll be 100. And that's it. This plug is done. But you can see what I do. And it's just a little bit hanging here. But that's what it should look like. When it goes down the road, pretty soon you won't find it anymore. But it's important. These drive tires cost a lot of money. And you want to catch it before it gets too much, because then you'll have tire wear and you'll never be able to get that back. So everything's ready. All I have to do is wait for it to completely dry. When you take these caps off, they're pretty easy. You just push and then turn. And once you turn them like that, you can take them out. And then you can reach right into your cap itself. There it is right there. And it's really simple, so you don't put a cap on it. It's already one of those where you can just easily go around and check all your air in your tires without hassling trying to find the stem. And once you do find it, then you got to get the cap off. If it's down, you got to go forward. It's just a big hassle. But it's all about getting the short ones and put them on the outside, and long ones are on the inside. Then you just easily take the caps off, check all your tires. It's a lot better that way. Even the front steerings, you go ahead and put those on there. They sell them at Farm and Fleet, Fleet Farm, Walmart, and they sell those. And that way you can put them on all yours. So it's just easy to walk around with the gauge in your hand. You can kick the tires all day, but like I say, it was really low. It's about 80 pounds instead of 100, and I caught that. Well, I should show you what it looks like. That way you see I bought this at Walmart. And it's important because it says for dualies and hard to reach stems. And that's the valve extenders. And that way you don't need caps on them. You might think it does, but it isn't. It's just the edge, so you could easily fill up the tire without hanging onto it. You just lean it on it. But that's what you use. Get the short ones and long ones. For trucks you need 6 short ones because you got 2 front tires and 4 long ones. They come in a 4-pack. Trailers, they got already automatic filling on them. And plus you got the light that turns on, which It was with this trailer. I plugged this tire a while back. That was in Maryland, I believe. No, I think it was. No, it was North Carolina. But I could see that there is already something in here. Just far away, I could see that. You could see there's something in here already. Yeah, that's probably in there. But when it comes to the plug, here's the plug right here. So it's been there for a while. So far away, I caught that. Looks like something's in here. You can see that. That's too bad. I'll have to write that one up. But you want to see if it's leaking at all. Just put some spit on there. And see if it bubbles. It isn't, so it's good. But you can see the problems you have with 18 tires. You're going to have problems. Especially when you're not the one driving all the time. You don't know who's driving it. Because I try to avoid so much stuff when you run over things. You really watch things. Boards with nails on it, anything. Nighttime's the hardest. But I wanted to share that with you when it comes to these valve extenders. Alright. Well, I'm right outside of Champaign. Right between Bloomington and Champaign on 74, this rest area. I can leave at 12:30 in the morning. It's about 5.5 hour drive. But you can see when you have 8 hours of sleeping and 2 hours of doing something, you do this kind of stuff. Try to wipe things down, make it look nice again. I did go through some rain, but I gotta take this back to the yard. Not as liquid waste management for this load. But I'll wake up about midnight and then I'll pull the air lines out and hook it up to the red Glad hand. And then I'll fill this up. Right now it's about 60 pounds. But I'm letting it dry. I just got done trimming it, so that's gonna look really good. And then you wake up in the morning and it should stay right at that position. So it's all about that. So that's my Monday. And we'll see what Tuesday's about.